If you want to be a surfing world champion, this is your proving ground. You dedicate your whole life to winning one trophy.
I'll do anything to win this contest.
Your entire career will come down to just one wave.
Oh, Medina! He did it again!
Will you go? Today, history will be made and a champion crowned.
It's my time to strike right now.
Get ready for the Billabong Pipe Masters.
Yo, this industry is so confusing. Hard to tell who's really with me or who's trying to use me. If I told you I respect you, I ain't say it loosely. I don't throw those words around, it's just not how I do things. Yeah, I know I can be a nuisance. Ain't afraid to admit it if I think the shoe fits. People ask me where I've been and I've been writing new hits. Had to make my own plans, I don't need your 2 cents.
The World Surf League Championship Tour is the pinnacle of our sport. The world's best surfers on the world's best waves.
Welcome to the jungle, baby!
To triumph here, you must be nothing short of extraordinary.
Kelly Slater, backdoor. Where's Kelly? Come on out. There he is! Yes! Oh, wow!
That was up there. That was definitely one of the best ones I've ever had in a contest.
The Billabong Pipe Masters has long been regarded as the league's top surfing contest. Held at the notorious Bonsai Pipeline, a powerful and dangerous wave, famous for showcasing surfing at its absolute best.
A lot of waves can sort of come and go in surfing history, but one wave that will always remain is Pipeline.
If you can win the Pipe Masters, your name will live on in the history of surfing for forever and ever.
Kelly Slater paddling into a beast, leg drop, pulling in, square barrel spin, and Kelly Slater's out!
With 7 Pipe Masters wins, it's very fitting that Kelly Slater, the greatest surfer in history, is also the most successful pipeline challenger.
He's the gnarliest competitor of all time. I feel like in any sport. I think he won his first world title 27 years ago. He's getting 10s in the Pipe Masters in 2019. That's wild.
It's rare for a sport to have an undisputed greatest of all time. But Kelly Slater's accolades leave no doubt. 55 career wins, 31 perfect waves, 11 world titles, and counting.
The number of people expressed to me that it's been inspiring to see me do this at my age. And hey, I'm only 40 and I can't believe you're 47 doing that. Or I'm 50 and I feel like, you know, it makes me feel younger that you're doing this. And I think that's cool. I can't tell you how many people have also said, you should have quit a long time ago, you should have retired, you shouldn't still be doing this, it's embarrassing. Saying things like that, I'm like, man, like, but show me how good you surf.
Today, Kelly is surfing in the last event of his 29th year as a professional surfer. Regardless of his age, Slater's surfing speaks for itself.
You know, everyone's saying how he should retire and he's too old and all this other stuff, but, you know, if he's still doing well, if he's still making hits and he's still pushing these kids that are half his age, why not do it?
He's timeless when it comes to surfing Pipeline. He's 47, but he's still the favorite.
Does he have a legitimate chance of winning this? Absolutely.
I think I'm still doing it because I do know and believe that I can, on my day, I can beat anyone, anywhere.
Hunting a record 8th Pipe Masters win, Kelly dominates Joan Duru in the round of 32.
Kelly Slater, pipeline barrel, extraordinaire. Come on out, buddy. Yes! And a floater to exit.
No one surfs the tube at pipe as good as Kelly, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, look at the technique, the positioning, the inside.
Split peak sticking with Kelly. Wide open, bonus section, Slater still traveling. Driving through an impossible section, Kelly makes it.
Wow, oh my gosh.
47 years of age, the GOAT continues to put on a show at Pipeline. That's what you call a perfect 10.
Congratulations on one of the best waves we've seen in a long time, my friend, and we'll be right back here at the Pipeline Masters. Kelly Slater coming on through.
I'm not super pleased with my season, to be honest. But, you know, it's my time to strike right now. The 11th event.
The Billabong Pipe Masters is the final event on the 2019 WSL Championship Tour. And this significant contest will decide surfing's world champion. After 10 events, we come to Hawaii with 5 men in contention for the world title, setting up a historic showdown.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, 5 guys on a world title race. Yeah, I'm ready.
Haven't been this excited about a Hawaii season for a long time, and I just can't wait to just get my opportunity.
This is maybe my 5th year fighting for the title. It's a situation that I'm kind of used to.
I kind of need a miracle to win the title, but yeah, I just feel incredibly blessed to be in the position that I'm at.
Of course, the main goal is the world title, but I just feel like I have to go deeper in every barrel and just make them.
The treacherous Bonsai Pipeline is a proving ground for surfing. Each of the 5 title contenders will have to conquer this oceanic beast to earn the right to be named world champion.
To come into Pipeline and have the world title on the line here is probably one of the scariest things ever. It's a dangerous wave, to be able to forget about that and literally charge is very, very difficult.
If you're not surfing this wave well, you're not going to win a world title. Simple as that. It's just easy math.
The biggest challenge, I think, is gonna be my mind, for sure. If I can control my mind, I can do anything.
Italo Ferreira is the Jeep rankings leader. Thus, he controls his own destiny.
He's wearing that yellow jersey with pride, and I think that's just giving him even more belief that he can have his dream come true.
His quest for a maiden world title begins against Jadson Andre.
Number 1 in the world, Italo in a cave and pipe. First completion of the morning.
Number 1 in the world, and it still looks like he's just having a blast. It's almost like someone needs to remind him to have pressure.
Having a look now under the hood, Jadson Andre with a quick shootout at pipe. As world number 1 is chasing the lead. Watching this, Italo Ferreira looking to get out of the 3 range. And he'll be using that one into his top 2 as the Stoker crew celebrates.
Here goes a beautiful one for Jadson Andre. Woohoo, here we go.
Jadson, a tough takeoff, and he ends up paying for it.
Italo keeps his dreams alive for that world title race. Unfortunately for Jadson, out.
Italo Ferreira has set the pace with a big heat win, and he advances to the round of 16.
Every heat, it's a history, you know, and yeah, let's keep going. I want this.
Coming up next, can Gabriel Medina answer back? The 2-time world champ finds himself in a dogfight with a hungry Hawaiian.
Locks himself into a beautiful looking pipeline.
When the Billabong Pipe Masters continues. Welcome back to the Billabong Pipe Masters.
The Billabong Pipe Masters in memory of Andy Irons is by far our most special and significant event.
The Masters is designed as a tube riding event, meaning the top scores go to the surfer who can ride the deepest in the barrel for the longest period of time.
Pipeline is dangerous. It is beautiful. It is everything that you would think a wave should be. It has rights, it has lefts, it's scary.
The proving grounds, the Mecca, a place called the Bonsai Pipeline.
This multi-day event kicked off with the Pipe Invitational.
Jack pulling in at Backdoor, standing tall, driving through, come on.
A trials event contested between 32 local standouts that are considered to be the best tube riding surfers on the planet.
We gear up to find our final 2 to make that move into the main event here at the Billabong Pipe Masters.
Imai Kalani Duvall, he's riding through. As we watch Billy Kemper,
well,
is he
Billy
coming out?
Kemper, he finds himself deep inside a wave.
Give it up for Billy and Imai.
The top 2 invitational finishers are rewarded with a spot in the main event and enter the Masters as wildcards. For Imikalani DeVault, this is both a dream come true and a living nightmare, as he now goes head-to-head with 2-time world champ and the defending pipe master, Gabriel Medina.
When it comes to competition, Gabriel Medina has established himself as the ultimate pipe surfer.
Defending pipe master Gabriel Medina to take on wildcard Imikalani DeVault. Here comes Gabriel Medina driving hard. It's waiting for him. Big windup, frontside punt complete.
There was no slowing down. It was pedal to the metal. It was critical. It was deep. I mean, there's not many guys on the world tour that finish their wave at pipeline with a 6-foot air above the lip. That's for sure.
Imikalani DeVault sliding to the pit with beautiful style and control.
As we see Medina weightless on the drop, the most consistent performer here at Pipeline over the last 6 years. Gabriel Medina's just made his home out here. 8.57. That's another excellent heat already. Disaster here for Imai because he's already chasing a 2-wave total of 17.07. Here goes Imai. The server that came through the Pipe Invitational locks himself into a beautiful looking pipe wave. And he'll find the exit. And that is going to go a long way to getting him back well and truly into this heat. Set waves approaching him.
And here's Imai.
Taking off. Chasing a 7.5, locked in. This wave's going to shut down.
Oh, what a relief for the Medina camp.
Medina, 2 excellent scores, 2 strong. He's moving on through.
With the heat win, Gabriel Medina matches Italo Ferreira, and the world title race marches on.
Even winning that heat, I wasn't in the best one because you got the high score. But it's something that you need to fix. But I feel comfortable going into the finals day.
John Florence is the most admired professional surfer in the game. Twice a world champion, John began 2019 with 2 celebrated wins in the first 4 events.
Devastating forehand approach, and John Florence is going to get the win.
Your champion for the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, John Florence.
Well on his way to a 3rd world title, Florence held a commanding lead in this year's race.
That's the turn that we love from John Florence. Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
John Florence, they're picking one up, positioned a little deeper, it looks like, tucks in.
John Florence is your 2019 Margaret River Pro champion.
I can't even believe where I am at this point in the year. It's pretty crazy for me. Just after the whole injury thing was really hard last year, and I'm so stoked to be back in the jersey.
However, at stop number 5 in Brazil, disaster struck.
Here goes John on the outside. No, he's going to go hard. No, he goes for the big backflip. Unfortunately, he just doesn't stick it.
John's hurt himself here, I think.
My leg as I hit it, it kind of just back to my back leg, which is the knee I got injured last year.
He had an incredible start to the tour season, one of the most dominant that we've ever seen, and he was running away and on his way to a 3rd world title.
Now after surgery, rehab, and missing 5 events, John Florence makes a triumphant return to the jersey.
Lots of training, little surfs here and there, just kind of more testing the knee out. Yeah, the last couple of weeks been working super hard, and so it's all come to this moment, but it was an awesome challenge to kind of get back.
John faces Hawaiian rival Zeke Lau in his first man-on-man heat back from injury.
We got one standing up, Zeke Lau, utilising that priority in heat 11 and ducking into a thick one on the inside. Won't find the exit.
I think John Florence had the priority there and chose not to go.
Paddling out ferociously, trying to get back to the takeoff zone. John Florence, meanwhile, locked in an absolute bomb. He'll find his way through. Hands behind the back. That would have been hard for Zeke Lau to watch.
Here's Zeke. You see, John decides not to go because he may not have got it from where he was. This is really late. He drives in. Didn't make it. John on a bigger set wave. Stalls down the face. Gets completely tubed. Comes out more or less after the spit of the wave. The judges loved it, rightly so. One of the best waves we've seen today.
And here we go, John again. Just finding room to move out here. Ducks in. Should find his way through this one. The wave spits. He re-emerges. It feels like Zeke Lau's run on the championship tour is going to come to an end.
On the sides, if you're some of the other competitors in this field and you were watching this heat, you go, uh-oh, he's starting to find his competitive groove.
8.8 on that last ride. It feels like Zeke Lau's run is going to come to an end.
John Florence is a true Pipeline local. Raised on this very beach, he is loved and supported by all in Hawaii. And the North Shore crowd is stoked to see John back to winning form. Coming up, the World Title Showdown gets dark.
Oh, what?
With everything on the line, it's go big or go home. And somebody's season is about to end when the Billabong Pipe Masters continues. From the North Shore of Oahu, this is the Billabong Pipe Masters. The Bonsai Pipeline is the most dangerous wave in professional surfing. In fact, it comprises the two most serious waves on tour, originating from a single peak.
Going over the falls. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
People have died out here, so it's definitely a wave of consequence.
The wave's just a very serious wave. Put your life on the line and give it everything you got.
Pipeline is the left-breaking wave known for its extremely large barrel. The power of this wave can snap boards and bodies in a split second.
It's our mecca for surfing. Some people fear it for their whole life. Other surfers can't wait to get out there like an addiction.
It's that wave that's going to slap you around and put you in your place, or it's going to give you the wave of your lifetime.
And what is called Backdoor is the right-breaking wave, notorious for its long, fast-running tube section over a very shallow and sharp reef. Ricardo Christie felt the full power of the pipeline. The force of the water impaled his surfboard fin into his leg. Now, after receiving 10 stitches to a bone-deep wound, Ricardo is bandaged and ready to battle world title contender Filipe Toledo. Filipe Toledo sits in 4th place in the rankings with a shot at the world title. But he must win to keep pace with the leaders, and now the talented Brazilian will have to prove himself at Pipeline.
I do feel underrated a little bit, and I like that. You know, when the heat starts and the switch is on, and I'll just do whatever it takes, you know, to win.
He's pushed himself at Backdoor, and he's earned big scores on this wave.
Dropping in under the lip, pulling in, deep, traveling. Can he make the exit? Yes, he does! Oh.
I think Filipe deserves a bit more credit.
So much on the line in every single heat at the moment, but in particular, this one for Filipe Toledo, it's a huge one. World title contender up at the moment, and he is up against Ricardo Christie, the Kiwi.
Here we go. Gabriel, oh, that lip just came so close to clipping him. It's going to be a good score.
Oh, he's put himself in a great situation here. The momentum was with Toledo, and suddenly he finds himself back in 2nd spot. And we'll see what Toledo can do now. Dropped into that stalling position, just trying to force that one. Looking for a 4.88. The pressure is on Toledo.
Hold on, there's another one coming.
And Toledo scratching into this one. Eyeing off the back door. Has plenty of speed. This wave not barreling just yet. And it's going to shut down. And that will be it. For Filipe Toledo, the current world number 4, is going to fall out of the title race for 2019.
Jordy Smith enters the Pipe Masters at 3rd place in the rankings. He stands only a few points behind, and the big South African has a solid chance at stealing the world title.
As far as I'm concerned, I just focus on me and the opponent that I have in front of me.
It'd be a crying shame if Jordy Smith doesn't win a world title. I think it'd be the only thing missing from his resume, but he's going to really have to charge, and he's going to really have to want it.
Smith needs a big win here in the round of 32 to inject himself into the world title showdown. Jordy faces Jesse Mendez in some very tricky conditions.
This is Jordan Michael Smith.
Slowing himself down, speed control is super important out here at Pipe.
Jesse locks in, off the bottom, super hollow section. The ocean breathes on him to safety.
Jordy Smith, you can see his head pop up there. His board is snapped and he goes under yet another one. It looks like the jet skis are gonna go in and see if they can plug him in.
Jesse Mendez locks in a 5.17. Wow, Jordy got cleaned up. Broken board sent to the beach for the backup, and Jordy only has 4 minutes. And what a challenging moment for Smith. 30 seconds. Jesse Mendez changing the script of the title race and putting an end to the season of Jordy Smith.
Yeah, it's a tough one to swallow. You know, you wake up in the morning and you just kind of give it your all. Fight every day for what it is and come back stronger, and that's it. Yeah, just try and make yourself proud, I guess.
We began the Pipe Masters with 5 men in contention for the world title. Jordy Smith is out. Filipe Toledo is out. American Kolohe Andino is defeated in the round of 16, and Andino is out. Now only 2 surfers remain alive in the 2019 World Title Showdown. Coming up next, Gabriel Medina will do anything to win.
What is going on?
It's a clash of the Titans, Medina versus John Florence at the Bonsai when the Billabong Pipe Masters continues. Welcome back to the final stop of the WSL Championship Tour. From the North Shore of Oahu, this is the Billabong Pipe Masters. Considered surfing's Super Bowl, this event is the culmination of 2019 and will determine this year's world champion. We began with 36 competitors, and here in the round of 16, we cut the field to the final 8. Jeep Rankings leader Italo Ferreira wins another heat, and the humble hero continues his crusade to seize a maiden world title. Is Kelly Slater timeless? The wily veteran defeats the Rookie of the Year, Seth Moniz, proving the GOAT is still the best. John Florence enjoys another heat win, and the 2-time world champ is looking like a real threat. And the most controversial win of the round was at the hands of Gabriel Medina.
What is going on? Priority interference. He can still win this heat, though.
This might be one of the cleverest tactical maneuvers we have ever seen in the history of the sport.
This is unbelievable.
I'll do anything to win this contest.
Gabriel Medina is the alpha on tour. He is the sport's most resilient competitor with Jedi-like surfing talent to back it up.
Seems to be thinking and air, throws the corrupt flip. It's a clean landing, maybe the best we've seen.
Medina always wants to win, and he's never shy about saying it.
When I put the jersey on, I always thinking about winning.
Medina with the biggest heart to never back down in a fight.
Gabriel Medina is an absolute beast, one of the strongest guys on tour.
It's inside me. I can't control myself, you know, and I hate losing.
For the past 3 years, Medina has earned more championship tour victories than any other competitor. He is the reigning world champion and the most aggressive opponent in any match.
He's one of the most naturally talented, gifted kids I've ever seen. He's got everything. He's a great tube rider, he's got big turns, does crazy airs.
Backflip rotation and pulls it off.
He doesn't have any flaws. He's that good.
I think Medina might be one of the most dangerous guys because he can pull off something massive at any time.
He has just got this way of carrying himself that he feels unbeatable.
Drops in late. Oh, just under the lip. Super late, super deep.
10s all the way across the board for Gabe Medina.
In contrast to his fierce competitive nature, out of the jersey, Gabriel is a very humble person who loves his family.
So I'm from Brazil. I live on the beach called Maresias. Yeah, it's a small town. I know everyone pretty much, you know. I'm the oldest. I have one brother and one sister.
Family's everything to him. His sister, his brother, you know, his parents, they have such a wonderful relationship.
Even though his dad's his coach, they still have a really good father-son relationship, which is awesome. And his mum reminds me of my mum, really. Very passionate.
My mom separate from my dad when I was little, and then she met my stepdad, Charlie. He pretty much gave me my first board. Since he watched me the first time surfing, he was telling my mom, like, he got a future, you know, he surfs good.
Surfing is a family affair for the Medina clan. During competition, Gabriel is surrounded by his siblings and coached by his stepfather, Charlie.
The first goofy foot to win at J-Bay since 1984.
Charlie's going to jump in the water.
A win for Gabriel is a victory for the Medina family.
Gabriel Medina, your 2014 world champion.
Gabriel Medina, your 2018 world champion.
I feel very happy to see my family proud of me. To see my mom crying, my sister, my dad. That part, I think, pays everything in my life.
Gabriel Medina and John Florence have been the most dominant surfers of the last 5 years, each with 2 world titles. Now these titans of the sport meet head-to-head in the quarterfinals.
Gabriel versus John, what a classic here on paper. For Medina, a world title is on the line. Gabe in a must-win situation. Medina in position. Here he goes, swinging. Great section. Wave spits him out. 8.4 from the panel for Gabriel Medina. Shots fired to Florence with this wave.
John now has to answer back. He can't afford to let himself get put in that combo situation.
Getting caught up with Florence at backdoor. Finding some space to get a completion.
A nice little wave, a good comeback wave there.
Priority with Medina. Florence scoops into this thing. Slides out that tail to get the most he can out of the barrel, and there's that local crowd screaming their heart out for Florence.
Hang on, here comes Gabriel.
Medina, solid section, wide open.
Oh, wow.
Gabriel off the lip, a frontside punt on one of the best executed combinations of the day. Strider Wazalewski is screaming his head off. How'd that look?
It is firing out here, baby. Gabriel Medina just knew it. He knew there was a better one out the back. So Gabriel let John go on the first one. The next one was an all-out heater. I'm talking a cooker to air. Medina looking like he's on fire.
Medina barrel to air combination, a 9.23.
Medina is proving to be unstoppable, and the Alpha is into the semifinals.
Medina, yet another step closer. Are we going to see Medina, Italo Ferreira battle it out for the world title in the final here?
For Florence, a loss here is still a win, as his performance proves that he is healthy and will be a solid contender in 2020.
Just super happy to be here, and you know, took a big risk surfing this event, and it was just a really fun challenge. I don't know, a month ago I could barely stand on my board, so to be getting barreled out here in the quarters, surfing against Gabe is more than I could have asked for.
The quarterfinals cut the field to the final 4, and our world title showdown heats up as we enter the last 2 rounds.
The current frontrunner, Italo Ferreira, taking off.
Italo Ferreira continues his dream run, blasting out of big pipe barrels as he advances into the semifinals. Kelly Slater wins again, and the GOAT is on a mission to spoil the world title showdown and steal an 8th Pipe Masters win.
The magic continues!
Coming up next, Kelly Slater steps into the ring. And Italo Ferreira must knock out the king if he wants to fight in the final round.
Italo now gets an opportunity. And he gets spat out. Slater tucks in.
The WSL World Title Showdown continues. Welcome back to the final event of the 2019 WSL Championship Tour. This is the Billabong Pipe Masters. After 11 events on 6 different continents, we are down to the final 3 heats of this marathon to crown the world title of surfing.
To be a world champion in my eyes, you have to surf good at pipe.
Italo Ferreira is the Jeep rankings leader, and in a bold move to better his pipeline skills, Italo has reached out to veteran pipe standout Shane Dorian for strategic insight.
Been working with Italo the last few weeks, kind of going over all of his boards and just like the lineups out there at Pipeline, and just getting him a lot more comfortable and confident, you know, out there in the lineup. So when his heats do take place, he knows exactly where he is in the lineup.
Shane, he's a legend, he's a good guy, and he helped me a lot in the last couple of days. I'm so happy to work with him, and yeah, I hope we can do a good job here.
So I just told him, like, just come here, put in the hard work, and get out there, get right amongst it. Don't take any small waves, and just charge. And he's really earned the respect of all the local guys, and it's been awesome to see, and just see that confidence building has been great.
Yeah, it's too good.
Yeah, you look really good.
Let's do it.
Solid.
Italo Ferreira is going to have to earn his world title by defeating the greatest of all time. Kelly Slater stands in his way, a 7-time Pipe Master and 11-time world champ. For Italo, this is the biggest test of his career.
Kelly Slater, without priority, having a look underneath.
Yeah, eyeing something off of the back door here. This way bowling up quite nicely. Slater locked in, the wave spits, and he doesn't come through this one. Italo now gets an opportunity. A cupped out pipe wave, and he gets spat out. A low road exit, and an opportunity to attack the lip here as well. So that little exchange will work out quite nicely for the Brazilian. Numbers coming through for Italo now, Pete, 8.6, and Kelly Slater's going to be up against it here. Italo lining up an insider. This is without priority. Ducks under it and still gunning. And the wave pinches, but Italo manages to stay on his feet to find the exit.
And Kelly was interested in this one. Doesn't take it. And you can see how deep he is. The score is 6-1-7. Kelly Slater is in big trouble right now.
Slater tucks in, gets the barrel, the wave pinched hard. It tried to spit him out, but he got stuck up on the lip there. And the greatest of all time, his campaign's going to come to an end here. Massive victory for Italo. He has faced some big challenges, but none bigger than Kelly Slater.
The humble hero has done it, and Italo Ferreira is now a Pipeline finalist. Kelly Slater finishes his year with a 3rd-place result, and his outstanding performance in Hawaii scores Slater the 2019 Vans Triple Crown title.
Well, Kelly Slater, I want to congratulate you on clinching your 3rd Vans Triple Crown.
Yeah, thank you. 21 years, I think, since the last one.
Kelly, lastly, what are your plans for 2020?
I don't know. Might have to do one more lap. We'll see.
It feels like he's got unfinished business on the championship tour. He had some big moments in 2019, and I think he'll find a couple more in 2020.
I just feel like I've been really calm and more comfortable in heats, and sometimes you need that year to kind of jump back in and get that going, but we'll see.
At 47 years of age, the notion of retirement is a constant, looming in Slater's future. But we would all be stoked to see Kelly going for number 12 in 2020. The showdown continues as all attention turns to Gabriel Medina. The Brazilian must win this semifinal heat, or Italo Ferreira, who leads in the points, will clinch the world title.
Griffin Colapinto can cause a big upset here. It's a bit of a tussle for position.
Now they're on top of each other and the jockeying continues.
Lining one up on the inside.
Great tube rider. It's hard for anyone to touch this guy in these sorts of waves.
Medina under priority now, ducks under one.
That's the sort of wave that Griffin didn't want him to get.
It is impending. Griffin needs to do something here. Grabbing rail, slotting through, coming out.
A minute and 20 seconds to go. Medina has the lead, but priority sitting with the Californian. He's making his move, locked in, deep. Is he still rolling through this one? Oh, won't find the exit. And Medina starting to celebrate on the outside.
Medina has done it. His semi-final win puts him into the final against Italo Ferreira. And now, for the first time since 2003, we have a surf-off for the world title. Coming up, the showdown for the world title of surfing concludes.
The Pipe Masters and the world title up for grabs.
This is what it's all about, winner take all.
What a show that is going to be, Ronnie.
Who will be the last man standing? The historic finish of the Billabong Pipe Masters. The biggest heat in recent surfing history, readies to hit the water. This is the final of the Billabong Pipe Masters. Italo Ferreira was raised in Bahia Formosa, a tranquil village in northern Brazil. His father was a simple fisherman and their family could not afford a surfboard. Yet Italo found a way.
E aí, como não tinha prancha, eu usava a tampa da caixa de isopor do meu pai, que ele usava para guardar os peixes. Como eu era muito magrinho, eu conseguia ficar de pé nela e...
A gente não tinha muitas condições, então a gente vivia da pesca.
Italo, ele começou aqui no Porto, né? Ele treinando e eu vi que ele tinha futuro, né? Saiu de casa com 12 anos.
Drawn to the ocean, young Italo was determined to keep riding waves. His progress was discovered by CT surfer Jadson Andre, and the kind-hearted veteran nurtured Italo through his teen years.
Cara, eu sempre vi que o Italo tinha um talento especial, como o Filipe, o John, o Medina. O Italo também tem um talento especial, então eu acho que poucas pessoas no mundo têm isso e...
Italo qualified for the CT in 2015 and backed that up with Rookie of the Year honors. In 2018, Italo Ferreira learned how to win.
Italo Ferreira is a happy, emotional, grateful winner.
He's out here enjoying what he's doing. He's enjoying his time on tour. He's feeling grateful for the opportunities to be there.
He surfs for much more than himself. He surfs for his family, his community. He bought Christmas presents for the entire community. Just had his mom find out where all the kids were and had them all stop by his house to go to Italo's actual home to pick up their Christmas presents. He's that kind of guy.
Today, Italo is one of our sport's biggest superstars, a hero in his homeland and an inspiration worldwide. Still, this soft-spoken kid from Brazil remains humble and grateful to his family for allowing Italo to chase his dream.
Então, a minha família é muito importante para mim. Desde o início eu tive todo o apoio. Eu só tenho a agradecer por tudo e eu amo vocês e...
We haven't had a final decide a world title since 2003. And finally, 2019, we finally get that scenario again.
There's so many heats in the Championship Tour season. To get down to the final event and have the world title decided in the last heat of the year is really special, and it doesn't happen that often.
Well, I think it's safe to say that this is what we wanted to see. World number 1 going up against world number 2 for a world title showdown here at the final of the Billabong Pipe Masters. Wow.
Italo Ferreira, backdoor,
Italo getting the first wave off Medina. That is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, Italo just did a Medina on Medina.
What an impressive start from Italo Ferreira. Strider already with a 7.83.
Here we go. Looks like Gabriel's going to take a look, and Italo's going to take it from him.
Ferreira up again under Medina's watch. It's a pipeline. 2 consecutive completions with a big full road to finish.
He wants a world title now. Here we go. Gabriel Medina looking for this one. He is going to get it. Drops in, and Medina disappears and comes out.
Italo still with the lead. Medina chasing a 6.24 in a surf-off.
This is what it's all about, winner take all.
Rolling in now is Italo, deep at pipeline.
Wow, Italo Ferreira, you absolute freak.
Medina, big drive, has to straighten out. Final minute, priority with Italo Ferreira. Looks like he wants to take this wave off Medina. Priority will switch. Now Medina's got 58 seconds to turn this one around.
Oh my goodness.
Could be coming down to this wave.
Champion and new world champion, Italo Ferreira!
It was a must-win situation, clean sweep. You are a Billabong Pipe Master, but you've also achieved the ultimate accolade in surfing, your maiden world title.
This was my dream, you know, and I dedicated my all my life on this, you know, just to one trophy, you know, and yeah, God give me that, and this is going to my grandmother and my uncle. He passed away.
He lost some people that were really close to him, so when he won that final event, I think the celebration, it was always going to be an emotional one.
It's a big one.
You can't help but fall in love with what he does. Everywhere he goes, he's just gaining more fans. Now with this world title, he's going to probably become one of the most popular surfers that we've ever known.
Italo Ferreira puts that trophy up. To give you the keys to a brand new Jeep vehicle. It's all yours. Congratulations, parabéns. You already gave him away. Oh, that's Mariana.
I can't believe it. Thank you, God.
An incredible season, your 2019 WSL World Champion, as well as your Billabong Pipe Master Champion, Italo Ferreira. Let him celebrate, you guys.
For more of the WSL, log on to WorldSurfLeague.com for insight and updates on our 2020 season. We bid you a kind aloha from the North Shore of Oahu, and thank you for watching the WSL Championship Tour.
Do you like that? Well, if so, subscribe over there and then watch more videos over there, and then tell us your favorite videos down there. It's a 3-step process. Do them all now.